Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Sully, and here we like to draw and craft, and I also do game and sometimes cosplay, especially on Twitch. And I also like to live my life and document that and share that with you. Hello, welcome. Be sure to grab some water, maybe a sketchbook, or if you're doing your chores or something, good luck. Hope this helps you get through it. So in this video, I actually want to work on market prep. So if you don't know already, I do attend a lot of markets locally and sell my wares for people to buy. I haven't done one since I think November or maybe early December of last year, 2023. I've been taking a break because usually markets kind of are really slow in the like January to like March time frame. As of right now, I actually technically don't have any markets or events. I also do vend at conventions. So I have a convention coming up in August. That's the only one I have confirmed so far. But I'm really hoping that I have more markets at least in May, and if not May, in June. I should definitely have some coming up. There's several that I've applied to and haven't heard back yet. And also there are organizations like nonprofits and businesses that I work with locally and like have good relationships with. So those will definitely come up, and I basically want to prep everything that I want to do and kind of almost revamp a little bit of my setup, my style, my display, because it's good, it's almost there, but there's definitely things I can do to streamline the process and just make it easier for both the customer and myself. So there are several things that I need to do for this, and I really have not worked on any of them in the last like 3 to 4 months that I've had off from markets. I'm gonna not stress myself so much about that, but in classic procrastinator ADHD brain fashion, I just have not really dedicated time and space to work on that stuff. And it's kind of like little bits here and there, but I think that there's a lot more to do. So I thought, what better way to really focus on making this than to make a video and do it together. So this will motivate me to actually do it in like a reasonable amount of time, as well as give some insight into the process for you if you are interested in doing markets yourself, or if you just like to watch these kinds of videos to find it inspiring, whatever it is, I am here to provide a little bit of entertainment, hopefully. I guess what we can start with is what I already had. So I can insert some footage of what markets in the past have looked like for me. I started vending in markets late 2021, did them all throughout 2022 and all throughout 2023. So I have 2 years of markets, like 2 full years of markets that I have under my belt, and I've done a lot. Like I think it's like maybe like at least 30 separate markets, and in that there's one 3-day convention, so they're very different. Yeah, basically I want to kind of first, I guess, assess what I already had in the past and what I do want to what do I want to keep, and then I need to plan basically what are the things I need to do. And so far I'm kind of taking a few notes, and I think I'm going to separate them into admin, inventory, and display, kind of as the 3 main segments of doing a market. I'll elaborate more on those later in the video. And another thing we also have to consider is that I do a lot of local markets, which are usually a large outdoor space, so like a 10-foot by 10-foot tent, and then I have my setup fully inside that tent, which is kind of like, for me, the ideal way to sell my stuff because I have so much of it and I'm just like displaying everything with enough space. But I do also have to consider that there are a lot of markets that I do where I don't have that kind of space, and at conventions it's usually just a 6-foot table, and at most it would be an 8-foot table. So that's something also to consider, that I would need basically 2 separate setups, like a smaller, more condensed setup, and then my larger, more spread out full setup. We've got a lot to do, got a lot to plan. I'm hoping that I can do this within a month. Today is April 16th. Right now it's like 1 o'clock. I just had my lunch and shipped out an order, and I've been kind of doing a lot of stuff today. So I just wanted to check in with you, kind of give a little bit intro, kind of explain what it is we're going to do in this video. I hope it all makes sense. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video. If you want to do me a favor and click the subscribe button if you're interested, or maybe like the video if you like any part of it. That would also be pretty cool. Maybe comment what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it, your thoughts about markets, or if you do markets, what's your experience like, what's your setup like, whatever it is that you want to share. I'm more than willing to chat about it in the comments. I love hearing from other people who might be in a similar place or don't know where to start, and I would love to help out as well. Let me know if you have any questions or if you want to talk about anything specific, of course. And yeah, don't forget to stay hydrated as you're watching this video, very important. Stretch out your hands and your shoulders or your back or whatever it is that you need. So yeah, let's get to it. Let's get this done.
3 days later. Hello. We are now at the desktop and let's do some planning for my shop and these markets coming up. Also, if my voice is kind of raspy, it's because it's early in the morning today and I haven't really spoken yet. So this is how I'm warming up my voice for the day. Okay, so we're at the desktop now. If you like my background, it's from Pixel Jess on Ko-fi. So let me just open up my Notion. Notion is pretty much what I use to do like all my planning and like recaps and stuff for markets, but I wrote a few notes that I'll probably try to elaborate on now. I started with what do I want to do? Like what is the plan? What are we going to get done? I kind of separated them into 3 different categories, and I might add categories as I think about it a little more now. So we have admin, which includes shop prep and marketing strategy, everything that has to do with actually building my shop on my website. And marketing strategy is like social media countdowns, like short form and long form content, basically to like promote that my shop is open. And then next category is inventory, which I really have to figure out like kind of a few things. So charm order, I need to order mini charms, restocks of some designs that have been selling really well. And then there's also like full-size charms. Like I definitely want to restock my Sailor Moon brooch design. Maybe some new designs. I was thinking about making a bigger cookie cat. Next in like the inventory category, new designs. Yeah, so just like figure out whatever new stickers, new sticker sheets, new charms, new die cuts. Clearance sales, it's just stuff I want to get rid of. There's also some stuff that I might not even put on sale. I might just like give away, or I don't want to throw them out because like they have use. It's just not ideal, like the state that they're in. Like for example, my Sailor Moon charm or my Sailor Moon mini pins, I am not as big of a fan of the quality of them. I think that when I ordered them, the quality of the pins just weren't as good as they are now, because before they would just like glue the pin backs and they have a chance of falling off, which I don't like the idea of selling pins that might not be pins, like for people to like lose and stuff. But now with their production, they actually put the pin inside of the acrylic, so I feel like it's gonna be much more sturdy if I were to get new pins made, which I'm not going to be restocking that designs because it's just way too many different characters, way too many different designs to stock and like keep on the shelf when I'm at markets, and it just takes up too much space. So yeah, mystery bags kind of goes hand in hand with clearance, because mystery bags are a really easy way to move a lot of stock that's either misprint, miscut, or just discontinued. I will also need to make labels / print on glassine bags for this. I think that would probably be the easiest way. Just print like a big design and some text on the like paper bags that they are going to be on. Before I used to use a really complicated way with having my Cricut write it, when I realized I could just print it, and that would definitely be a lot easier. And then the last category, display, are basically things I need to figure out specifically for the markets. Like all of this stuff is kind of like general shop stuff. The main reason, also like just to touch on this really quick before we continue, the main reason why I want to have my online shop ready by the time I am vending at a market is because I want to be able to basically check out using the platform, like using Squarespace, like add things to cart, because that will help me track what is selling and what isn't. I used to do the same thing with Big Cartel. It was just really complicated because it was really hard because the app just like would crash on me while I was at markets, and it wasn't ideal if I'm like doing an order and the app is like crashing as I'm trying to check people out, because I'm trying to make it as fast as possible for them and for me, especially if there's other customers waiting in line to talk to me or to purchase from me. So I want to switch over to Squarespace, and I can use my 2 Square readers that I have. I do have a reader that is specific to the Big Cartel platform, and I'll probably try to sell that online to at least try to make a little bit of the money back and have someone else get use of it.
That's why I'm so adamant about launching my shop first, and I kind of am thinking like shop launch date to be tentative date to be May 10th.
All right, friends, time for a quick interlude. So, a spoiler, I did not launch my shop in time, and I yap quite a bit about it, but I survived by just writing down each item that I had sold and how much each item cost, and then the final charges to the customer with tax and all that kind of stuff. My shop on my website is now open as this video is going live, so be sure to check out www.sellions.art if you are interested. That is all for right now. Let's get back to regularly scheduled programming. Thank you very much. As for the last category that I have on this list, display, I have tablecloths, sticker displays, charm displays, and crochet item displays. Basically like what I need to figure out. So it's because my current table runner is like my old logo, which is just like the words, and it still works because it still is applicable, but I actually have a new logo now, and I wanted to add some imagery that I use frequently and is more recognizable as like an image, right? A very simple drawing too that I can recreate often. I don't know if I should get a table runner that has that on it for my main table, and then I can just use the older table runner on my other display table, you know what I mean? So I'm not sure yet if I want to do that. I also kept considering just getting a plain table runner and ironing on, like heat pressing using iron on vinyl, my own table runner. I feel like it would be a lot cheaper that way. I already have a lot of iron on vinyl. I don't know if I'll be able to get the proportions right, like to get a decent size. I might have to like cut things out separately kind of, and then like arrange them and then press them. That sounds a lot more complicated and a lot more like a time suck than if I were to just spend the extra money to have it printed for me professionally. So we'll see what I do with there. I guess I can write that down. Like, it's always nice to, in theory, to think about like homemaking things. What's cheaper in cost will cost more in time, and not necessarily that time is money, but time is a very valuable currency. It's like the most valuable currency that there is. It's like, to me, the only real currency that we have is time and energy. And I don't know if I want to spend all of my time and energy homemaking things that I know will be good quality if I outsource. So we'll see. Sticker displays. I want to do like basically backing cards for the sticker sets that I have. So like for like the Tears of the Kingdom stickers I have, like the Zonai swirly pattern, and then I also want to do for the Sailor Moon stickers like the kind of like a bubbly transformation scene background, like the transformation scenes in the anime, like how it's like super bubbly and pretty. Basically one of those is like a backdrop. Next, charms self-serve. I basically have all my charms pre-packaged now, and I'll show a clip of that here. Sorry, editing silly. Possibly, especially for indoor markets, possibly have my charms just self-serve, because that will make a lot easier. Like the more that self-serve, the better in my opinion for smaller markets. Not necessarily for conventions, just because like they get so hectic, and I feel like theft is just a lot more common, unfortunately, at places like that. I'm thinking self-serve charms for indoor smaller markets, because that way I can just hang out with people and they can just pick out what they want, and it's a little easier than me having to get every single thing that they want. Like stickers, absolutely, like die cut stickers are, I have to give you the sticker just because like they're so easily messed up. Like I don't know how I would do self-serve without putting an individual tag on each of the stickers, and that's a lot of stickers to do that for, and then they wouldn't really fit that well in the current storage solution I have, as well as just I don't think that that's as good of an idea. But whatever can be self-serve, which is like everything else other than the stickers, that's what I want. Basically I would have to set up hooks on like the grid display, and then I also and want to have like a backdrop for the inside so you don't see through the grids into my storage solution, because I felt like that was just a little bit sloppy. So, and backdrop for the inside, or maybe make a backdrop that kind of slides onto the display. I'm not sure. Again, it's kind of confusing to like explain. It's kind of hard to explain. So maybe, hopefully it will make more sense when I actually am prototyping these ideas. And then last thing, crochet items display. I have basically totes. I have some crochet totes that can go on the rack that I already have my current tote bags and t-shirts on. This is for outdoor markets specifically. Then I also have lots of bandanas. Maybe I should purchase a like hanging, like a coat rack type thing with like multiple like racks for the crochet stuff, because that wouldn't take up too much space if it's just like a skinny thing. But then I can kind of separate like crochet items from the printed items, because printed items are a lot cheaper to produce and I can have more quantity of those and they can kind of be still a little bit separate, you know? And the last crochet item is actually crochet flowers, possibly in a bucket. Yeah, I'm thinking like a kind of like a tin bucket like you see at like farmers markets selling real flowers. I could probably get one secondhand or for like fairly cheap at like Michael's or Amazon or something like that. I'm not gonna have a ton of these because it does take me a lot more time to make, but it's what I make for fun. Like it's literally what I do to relax. So selling them is just kind of like an added bonus. And one other thing that I actually did think of was plants. Zach and I have thought about making plants, or like making, not making them, but like we have a lot of plants here, and a lot of our plants do have propagations that we would like to sell, not only to kind of share a little bit of nature with everybody, but also to get rid of ourselves, because we have over like 110 houseplants or something like that, and getting a little bit out of hand. Possibly selling plants. They would probably need their own table, which is kind of unfortunate. The thing with the plants that we think will be unique to us is that basically we're going to put them in very simple plastic planters that you can bundle with a sticker sheet so you can decorate your own planter basically. So that's what we want to do to kind of like incorporate the plants into the art and like combine the two, and also just make it a little bit more uniquely us. So we'll probably need to collect boxes / maybe we can use the paper bags and maybe have like a specific sticker with this, yeah, definitely with a specific sticker to kind of identify like what plant it is, what the care items, like maybe care cards to like specify like which plant it is and how to take care of it, how to best take care of it, or at least like how to look up how to take care of it, you know, because sometimes you buy a plant from someone and you don't know what it is exactly, you don't know what to look for care. Okay, I've been rambling for way too long now. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I can add to this. I guess the only other thing would probably be packaging. So maybe we can print on glassine, and then also I have a new label printer that has been very handy, so I can use like the roll stickers, like the circle roll stickers, to make sealable stickers, seal stickers for glassine. I basically use the glassines for like, if people order sticker sheets or die cut stickers, I can like put them in there so they stay safe. Okay, well, I think that's good enough for just the specifically market stuff. Like there's a little bit more stuff to do with shop prep, like photos, I don't know, marketing, actually finishing, making all the listings, all stuff like that. So yeah, I think we will figure it out. I think we have a good plan for now. And yeah, let's just get to doing stuff. Hi. It is May 7th, Tuesday. I look crazy. I feel tired. It is day 2 of my period, so it's like the worst day there is. So it's going. I spent the morning doing some stuff for the market / shop prep, mostly market prep. What did I do? I made some tags for like my crochet stuff, like my crochet bandanas and totes, as well as like my other totes and t-shirts, just so they're all like kind of cohesive branding, even in the packaging. Packaged up some card coasters, and then I spent a little bit of time designing a social media post. It's not done completely, but is what it is. I'm also charging and trying to update so I can use the new Rode mics that I got. I think they'll help out for like live streams and like video recordings to just have like better audio for you all. So hopefully the next clip that I record can have the better audio on the phone here, because I can connect my big old mic, but it's kind of a lot to carry and use, so yeah, we'll figure that out. I had a lot planned to do, but I'm just feeling so tired. The fire alarm here was going off for a while too, like a whole like hour and a half. I had to get my landlord here to like fix it, and didn't even fix it. It's just all a mess. But today it was like almost 80 degrees in the apartment too, so I had my landlord turn on the AC. Thankfully, that's why I'm in my blanket. I'm cozy. But yeah, I just wanted to check in and tell you guys that there's like what, 4 days until the event, until the market, and I don't have much that's like pressing. It's mostly going to kind of fall, or I think like whatever needs to get done I'll know tonight, because I plan on doing my market test setup tonight. I hope I don't feel too tired or anything, but I've got to shower, I've got to clean up, make food. It's just a lot to do. I gotta clean my humidifier. I gotta get an air purifier because allergies are kicking my ass this season. It's like really bad, especially because we had like a really mild winter in the Northeast here. I think that's gonna make the allergies like way worse. Awesome. I also gotta like water plants and preferably exercise today because it has been a little while. My brain is not working. We'll keep going. We'll keep getting stuff done. Oh, this is not going well. Hopefully I'm in much better shape next clip you see me. Okay, bye. Hello, today is Wednesday, May 8th. Market is in 3 days, T-minus 3 days. Yesterday, I didn't end up doing too much after that like segment I recorded because I was very tired and just kind of like took it easy, cooked some food and stuff. Today, I printed out some sublimation stuff. I also did some crochet during part of my lunch break and then had a very tasty lunch. It was leftover. It was quinoa and barbecue tofu and some potatoes. Last night I had it with some spinach, but there wasn't much left over of that. I also set up these mics. I did set up these mics yesterday, like updated them and tested them out and stuff, and hopefully it sounds a lot better than before. We'll see. I do plan on using them tonight for my market prep stream. I did also get affiliate the other day, which we've been working on for a while, so it's really cool. Probably do like an affiliate party very soon, just like stream, like hang out. I'm gonna make a post about it too on my Instagram to like share that I got affiliate, which is really cool. And then like have people, I guess, follow if they want to join my journey. My Twitch is on the screen, by the way, twitch.tv/Sallions. But yeah, and the link is also in the description. But yeah, for today, I think I'm going to sublimate some more coasters. I have to do a couple for an order that I gotta ship out, an Etsy order, and then also just like to make kind of like back stock since I'll be making it already. Also take some like last like photos. I am a little upset that my yarn, I didn't like keep that good track of the yarn for the leaves, and I'm gonna use it to wrap the stems for the crochet flowers. So I ordered a 2-pack that was supposed to get here today, but then now it got delayed till Friday. I was planning on doing a stream specifically to finish setting up those flowers tomorrow, like assembling them. So I had to place a different order to hopefully arrive tomorrow. Hopefully it arrives like early in the day tomorrow. It's funny because I placed an order for 3 items to be delivered today, and the one item I didn't need as much, like the least priority item, was the item that is still arriving today. The other 2 are arriving on Friday, the earliest. So yeah, but that's my own fault for not planning ahead of time, I think. So otherwise, yeah, I'm just gonna do some sublimating while I watch Bailey J's stream that's starting in like 10 minutes. I'm just gonna like watch her stream, do some sublimation, bring up some bins probably for like the market prep. And yeah, Zach said he'll cook dinner tonight, so yay. I don't have to do that stuff. But yeah, let's I'll record a couple clips of the sublimations before and after, but let's just finish off strong. Totally not losing steam. Okay. So I realized that I don't have as many blanks as I thought I did. So I kind of don't want to sublimate today unless like I have to. I have more coming tomorrow. I technically don't need to send this order out until Friday. I feel bad making them wait a little bit longer, but they are made to order, which is why I have the processing times to be what they are. So yeah, I don't have as many blanks as I thought. So I have some delivering tomorrow just so I don't have to like pick and choose which ones I sublimate. I could just do them all and then be done. It is like really rough weather out anyways today. So I think it would be best if, because I have to open the window and have like a fan going. Maybe it would be better to do it tomorrow. I don't know what the weather's like tomorrow though. It can't be worse than this, honestly. It's like pretty gloomy out. So yeah, I'm just gonna put this stuff aside and postpone it tomorrow, which is fine because it's already cut out. I can just focus on that then. Let's move on. I don't know what else I would do, I guess, for now. I mean, there's more things I can do. Maybe I should take a look at the parking and the shop. Like, maybe I should just upgrade my shop to be like purchasable. Because right now I'm on the Squarespace. Right now I'm on the Squarespace like normal plan, not the commerce. So maybe I should switch over and familiarize myself with that a little bit more. So let's get to it. Hello, good morning. Today is Friday, May 10th, the day before my market. In 24 hours, I should be at the market, setting up. I have to get there at 9 o'clock tomorrow and set up because I'm on the stage of this event, this booth, this venue. It's like a concert venue, technically. But I'll be on the stage. I think I have the largest spot there because they had only a few types of different spots available, and this spot is 10 by 10, and it was like the same size spot or it was the same cost as like another size spot that was smaller, so I just got the bigger one. So it could be kind of like my outdoor setup. But anyway, yesterday we got a lot done. 2 days ago when I did my market setup stream, that went really well, but we didn't set up as much as I had wanted to. I think I greatly underestimate the time it takes to do things, it seems. We did get a lot done. It was a great time. I hit affiliate before that. I hit affiliate on Sunday, and yeah, it was a really fun stream. People were so cool and hung out for a while and even subbed, which is sick. I never thought I would get a sub or a hype train or anything like that, so thank you so much, and I'm excited to keep growing on Twitch. And so, yeah, I woke up yesterday morning and my setup was just still in my room. Yesterday I started with like setting up the table and putting the like mock setup on the table just to make sure like spacing and everything looks okay and that I would all be okay. Then I actually kind of struggled for a little bit trying to figure out how I want everything to look, like where I want everything to go, because I have like the crochet flowers, at least some of them, we'll get on that later, that I'm trying to sell, and I genuinely didn't know where to put them, how to arrange them, so I was kind of stressing out. Plus like allergies were just like hitting me. I didn't have a matcha yesterday, which was my mistake, so we're making sure that I don't make the same mistake today. I'm not a coffee person at all, and I'm not an energy drink person either, but matchas are my go-to. They taste great. I've recently stopped adding sweetener in them and actually really like the taste of just plain matcha. And they give me a lot of energy throughout the entire day, basically. And the come down isn't as like stressful or intense as like coffee and other energy alternatives. So yeah, definitely need a nice big double shot matcha for today, because I'm basically going to be cleaning up my messes, which is, there's a lot of mess. But yeah, yesterday I was kind of stressing out. I was so tired by like 5 o'clock. Went on a walk to go get some like cheese for dinner and like some other stuff with Zach once he got home. And it's beautiful out, great weather, flowers blooming on the trees, but the allergies are unbearable. It's like, I love the spring. I love that it is bright. And I love that things are growing and blooming, but nature is really trying to kill me, it feels like. So basically the way that ties into the rest of the day is when I got home, we basically like hung out for a little bit. Then we made dinner. It was a meatball sandwich, it was very good. And then we both went to streaming. Zach was streaming GTA RP and I was modding. And then I was just streaming like very low energy flower assembly, which I didn't even get to finish because again I underestimated the time it would take. But I'm hoping that I could take another like hour and a half or so to like finish that today. Yeah, it's because I didn't have the yarn until last night, unfortunately, but now I have like 4 balls of green yarn, so I definitely have enough yarn. So I actually started stream maybe around like 8 o'clock, 8:30. I think it was like 8:30 when I started. I went until like 12, and that is super late for me to be, not like super late for me to be awake, but to be online and like streaming. Yeah, that's late. I was so loopy, but it was still a fun time. I love the fact that people can come into chat and we can just hang out, even though I'm like I was so dead. I was like quiet for most of the time, but I was just playing video game music and hanging out and like talking once in a while, interacting with whoever was chatting. I did get a raid, and that also brought in some new chatters and new followers, which is awesome, really fun. And basically I ended the night with having my lavender assembled and some of the tulips like half assembled, mostly assembled. I still need to do like the stems and the leaves. I need to finish making like 4 more leaves, I think. Yeah, I need like 4 more leaves, which isn't that bad because I have one that's almost done, and so I just need 3 more. Anyway, today's main focus is going to be cleaning because everything is a wreck. And I told myself I wouldn't stress out, told myself I wouldn't be doing things last minute, and yet here I am, of course. But that is just the nature of market stuff. Like, that's why today I am just taking it easy and mostly cleaning up and only doing some last minute stuff like with the crochet, and maybe a handful of pictures. At the end of the day, I just want to be done by like 5 o'clock, like completely done, like cleaned up, packed up, everything is put away, as much as possible put in the car just to be done, because it is way too last minute for me to be stressing. And I just want like a night to unwind, and then tomorrow we can do the market. And then after I get home from the market, I have to make sure that I actually do record keeping and recap, which I will do with you on cam. I'll be bringing you to the event. I will, maybe if it's slow, talk to you during. If it's busy, I probably won't be talking to the camera much, but I'll try to record some snippets. And then afterwards, I will definitely do like a little recap session. Then that'll be like the end of this video, pretty much. This episode 1 of market vlog prep, whatever. And I plan on launching my shop. I was gonna plan on launching it today, not happening. Then I thought maybe I can launch it Monday, definitely not happening. I'm thinking next Friday, so next week I can make some posts about it. Now I can work on it during the week, just like finalize things. The only thing that I'm like kind of upset that I didn't do is set up my online, like my Squarespace. Maybe I'll have time to today, but I don't know. It's already like 10:30 or something like that. And like I said, I'm trying to be done by 5. So I have like 6 hours to do that. So we'll see. Again, I'm going to be focusing on cleaning. Is there anything else that I wanted to share with you? Yeah, the last thing that I'm going to see if I have time for is maybe assemble a handful of mystery sticker sheet bags, like 2 mystery sticker sheets, just to like try and move them. And I think I'm also going to make some signage that's like just says like display, so people know not to like rip my, hopefully no, not to rip my stickers off of my display. And then some stickers that also say like self-serve, I guess. I feel like no matter what I do, there are going to be people that just like don't comprehend the idea of display versus like self-shop. But it is what it is. It's part of the job. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to share right now. I just have to do a lot of packing, finish getting whatever I'm trying to sell off the shelf, pack up all this stuff on the floor, clean up all the stuff. Yeah, let's just get started because I'm just stalling at this point. I was gonna journal about like what I want to do, which I did a little bit, and then I was like, I should probably just record and like talk to you about what I need to do to also like sound it out. You know what I mean? Okay, I think we're done here. Let's get to cleaning. Hello, good morning. It is the day of the market. I'm sweaty because I just unpacked the car. Zach is now parking and he's gonna get us some breakfast too because I'm very hungry. But now we have to set up. We basically have half the stage, which is really cool. Now I gotta get all our stuff situated. I'm gonna spread out a bunch. They said they're gonna turn the lights on the stage too, so hopefully we'll be well lit. And yeah, let's just get to working. All right, let's start with the tables. Move the chairs out of the way. Yeah, tables first. Hope I'm not too gross and sweaty today. I showered this morning and I'm gonna need a shower when I get home too, for sure. Wash off the stank off me. Oh, now table 2. Table 2, I think we're gonna put on this side. We're gonna just set things up and then move them in a little bit. Oh. Is this backwards? Oh, that explains it. Oh, all the heaviest things. That's sick though. That's like what we need more of, like smaller bookstores. Dude, what the heck? Right, I'm getting pissed off. I'm just gonna leave this here for now. I don't want to take up too much of my neighbor's space either. These weights go with the rack just to keep it stable. Okay, what next? Shirts I'm gonna toss over here. I should probably start building my display. Good over here. What cheese? Any cheddar? Oh, let me move my stuff out the way. I'm sorry. I think I printed some things and then didn't even end up packing it, maybe? I don't know. I'll see eventually. Okay, so these, the purple and the orange bin are stock. So this can kind of sit aside for a second. This is display. This is grids. Oh no, these aren't the ones I want. Alright, so let's start building. I'm gonna park my car. Yeah, for sure. I'll keep your stuff safe. Okay, let's build a foundation. I'm so sweaty, guys. Do I have pit strings? I might. Alright, 9:21. That means I have like an hour and a half to set up, which is fine. It should only take me, hopefully, an hour. Getting them angles. Oh, I'm about to break something. Try not to make a mess. Zach confirmed he parked the car and he's getting me crepes. Okay. And then the front. Okay, so I have to refer to my photo. Did I even take a picture on this phone? Oopsies, no I didn't. Okay, I'm pretty sure it was like a blank one here. No. Mystery bags here. I'm thinking if I should change the sides. Because this is like on this side. I think like this is fine. This is how I built it. Unless, nah, I'm gonna put this. People running this are like, this girl's just talking to herself. That's cool. More people are rolling in. Apparently today is Porch Fest in Somerville, which is like a bunch of artists performing on their porches. So hopefully a lot of people will come here. I don't know if it will help or hurt. Good enough. Oh, hello. Oh, well, you can put it down there now. Figured I would set up before doing tablecloth and stuff. It's not moving around. It smells so good. I am recording, yes.
And I could get coffee.
I'm just like sitting here, standing here talking to myself. Yeah, because I don't want to like end cap the middle, you know, since this is already like an end. I'm gonna move it out too. I just wanted more room to work with. We'll shift things around, make sure we're not in like their space and stuff. Do you think this one looks better on top or the other way? I mean, these are more like colorful, vibrant, for sure. I probably got pit stains in this video too. I'm so sweaty. Yeah, now I'm chilling. I was just sweaty from going up and down the stairs. Yeah, because it was. It says that the lot closed at 4:30. 5. Oh, okay. Maybe they just recommend you get it out. Yeah, that was fine. I mean, we end at 4, so once I start taking down, you can go get the car. Or before then, yeah, because maybe everybody else have that idea too. I'm an illustrator. I draw like characters, mostly like animals and like cartoon characters and stuff. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I sell like stickers, prints, charms, and then some like handmade, like hand-dyed like shirts, some like a couple crochet things I've been doing lately. Yeah, just whatever it is that I make is what I sell. Oh, sweet. Can I try it?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that tastes good. Maybe not like 4 years ago I wouldn't have liked it, but at this point, like I don't even drink anything sugary at all. Things have changed. I've changed. Yeah, I did the layer in between too, just for extra stability and stuff. Because I'm not gonna build the second wall or anything. You need more grids? Yeah, forward as much. Even this one probably, as much as we can, you know, just to, I mean, not as much as we can, but just to be a little bit more with this like natural light for now, I guess. I don't know how long it'll last, but I don't really know what direction this window is like technically facing. East, I guess. Only if it's a south-facing window will we get like natural light all day. All right, well, you get the gist. I'll be back soon. getting some beat up. Oh no! Do you want to be in frame? Stay. Here you are. You are all set. Very much. Thank you. You too. Take care. Hello, we are in the last 40 minutes. I tried to record a clip earlier, but I was not recording audio, which is sick. So far, this event was okay. It wasn't the best, wasn't the worst, but like the worst was losing money. Made like $5 profit. It was just like losing money, so it doesn't even pay for the time to be there. So at least there's a profit. I did take down like hourly profits too, just to see how it was going like hour by hour. And there's a lot of people outside because of the event that's happening. So I don't know if that like brought more or less people in, considering this is my first one of this like event at this location. I don't really have anything to base it off of, but it is something. I think it's something, I don't know, I'll talk more about recap, like the vibes and everything, how I felt afterward. But there's been really cool people. It's been really fun to just like talk about characters or like art. And obviously it's an ego boost when people are like, oh, your stuff is so cute, I love your stuff. Like that's always nice. It's just nice to meet people and like, you know, have faces like to the buyers and for people to see me and like see that it's a real person they're supporting. It feel really nice. So, yeah. Okay. All right, we've made it to the end of the video. A little sad that it's over, but also very happy that it's done. I will be honest, this is a lot later than that market that you just saw me at. That market was May 11th. It is July. I am actually done filming the episode 2 of this series because we've got more to do. So we're not done yet. There's more to come. There's gonna be at least 3 episodes of this. So if you liked this, I hope you're happy because there's gonna be more. First, we're just gonna recap a little bit about how the May 11th market went and just how I felt about it, what I sold, and we're also going to talk a little bit about products and kind of the best and worst items and categories, stuff like that. Because this is much later than the event actually happening, and I kind of figured that this could happen, that I might not record this in a timely manner, I actually did write some recap notes as I was on the way home. Like as Zach was driving us home, I was literally writing notes as we were discussing, and that was really good for me to do, and I should probably do that with everything. So basically my notes for this market, my recap, our main points was good music, good vibes. It was an overall good fun time being there. It was easy to apply. It was super chill. I reached out to be on the mailing list. They added me to the mailing list. I applied to a market. It was really kind of short notice, and they were really good with communicating with me, like, hey, you applied for this size spot, we don't have that, would you mind this instead? So they're really good at communicating like what they have. By they, I mean the Small Mart, the organization named Small Mart, which is who put together this event. And so yeah, and they were also very helpful the day of. They were helpful with offering multiple times to help us unload stuff from the car, to bring stuff up to the stage, to unpack, especially helpful. They were asking us if there was anything that they could bring down for us to the curb so we can bring up our cart. And they were just overall very, very, very helpful, very easy to communicate with, great vibes overall, especially because there are a lot of organizers who aren't good at communicating. This is kind of the issue that I've been having recurring with Fan Expo Boston. They just don't communicate. It's frustrating when you have to prepare yourself, you have to take time off, you have to prepare your products, all this stuff. It is just much more anxiety inducing when there isn't proper communication. So the fact that this organization does have really good communication is very helpful and very comforting. We definitely hit our demographic, so just basically like the types of people who tend to buy our stuff. There's a lot of college students that buy from us. There's sometimes kids really, really young as well. And we had a lot of repeat customers, which was sick. Even there was people who would come up to me and tell me about the stuff they have, or even show me because they like had it on them. They were like actively wearing them or using the sticker or the charm. And that is so fun to see. And it's nice to really feel connected to my local community in that way. And then they bought again. There's a lot of people who had stuff of mine and bought again, and it is very, very touching when people do that. It's very heartwarming when people have supported me in the past and like my stuff enough to want to get it again. I also made new vendor friends, met new people that were very, very nice. There was this one group of vendors that was like a mother and 2 daughters, and they all like draw and help sell things at the market. I think the younger one must have been like maybe like 10 or something, and then they had a teenager, and it was so fun to talk to all of them. The like younger daughter was actually so good at like managing the booth and just like selling the stuff, and so they were so thoughtful. Like they were buying stuff from my booth. They had like a $10 bill or something, and instead of getting something that they wanted, they got something that their mom would have liked, which is so sweet, so cute. The mom came over and ended up buying the thing for the daughter anyway, and we did a little bit of a trade at the end too. We traded some charms and some stickers, which was so sweet. It's very nice to just meet new people and connect in that way. And Zach also bought some of their stuff as well. I also was able to chat with my neighbor and get a little friendly. They own a bookshop, which was really interesting. And we talked about like potential client work for them, like a potential character design, character illustration, pop-up thing at their bookstore when they open their actual physical store. So just having all these networking opportunities is very unique to being in person and showing my work basically with my booth. And it's very fun to cultivate a community of not only people who are customers and people who enjoy my work, but also other vendors, other artists, that we can kind of rely on each other and work with each other and all that kind of stuff. The spot we were in was the stage spot. As you saw, it was a very big spot. I'm very happy that we were able to bring a lot of things and spread out and kind of orient it to where it made sense. And it was also pretty well lit. I will say that the blue lights that were behind us kind of shining through the display wasn't ideal. There was like maybe 1 or 2 complaints that people had saying that it was kind of bright in their eyes. But otherwise, I'm at least glad it was well lit, because I'd rather a too well lit spot than a not well lit spot, because I've had those before and it's kind of a pain. Zach and I also discussed the fact that the stage spot was kind of a mixed bag of results. We're not sure if the fact that we were on the stage and that you actually had to physically step up onto the stage was more interesting and got people to go up there more, or if it was more intimidating and people didn't want to be perceived, I guess, or something like that, and didn't want to go up. It's hard to tell if that's actually the case because I obviously can't read people's minds, but it is something to consider. I guess it is something of note that we just thought of. Maybe this was something that enticed people or maybe pushed people away. We don't know. It's just something, I guess, to share. There was also Porch Fest happening, which is a huge event that happens in that area. We're also kind of unsure if that helped or hurt traffic. I didn't have any frame of reference for the event. I've never done any other kinds of event at that location with that group, so I don't know if that helped or hurt the attendance, but we'll get on that in a little bit. So the next portion of this recap, I'm just going to briefly discuss a couple things. I basically want to share with you what my best-selling items were, my best-selling category, both by number sold and by revenue, as well as the worst selling item and the worst selling category by revenue and by items sold. So I did make some chart because I hadn't set up my website yet. I was just writing down each item that I was selling and how much they cost. I wrote how much they cost gross, and then also how much that people paid, like with taxes and stuff. So basically I just am using the gross numbers for this. So I just wrote down after each sale, I tried my best to write down each item that I had sold. So that was my way of tracking inventory. Not the most robust way, but it gets the job done. So my best selling category by items sold was definitely stickers. I just sold a lot of die cut stickers, sold several like big sets. The best selling item die cut sticker wise was probably the avatar stickers. I sold 2 full sets of the avatar stickers, so that was 20 stickers total, and that's kind of huge. Other than that, there wasn't any specific sticker design that sold more than others. I think every other design that I did sell, it was kind of only just like one of those designs. The best-selling category by revenue was also stickers because of the fact that I was able to sell the full sets, sold several other die-cut stickers and sticker sheets, and a handful of sticker sets as well. So stickers were my best-selling item. They usually are. That's not much of a surprise to me because they are small. They're pretty cheap to manufacture, cheap to sell. I sell them for $3 or buy 4, get 1 free, basically 5 for $12. The buy 1, get 1 free tends to click a little bit easier in people's heads or make them want to get more, because it's like, if you're already getting 3, why not get 1 more sticker and then you get another sticker on top of that? So I think it's a pretty good deal. People seem to think so too because they seem to be taking advantage of that deal. Including the 2 full sets of avatar sets that I sold, I also sold another 5 for $12 sticker deal, basically, like in one sale. It is a pretty popular deal that I have at in-person markets. The best-selling item based on number that I sold was the Mood Frog pins. I sold, I don't even know how many it is. I'll put it on the screen because I have that information somewhere. I sold this many amount of Mood Frog pins then, and those are definitely pretty popular, pretty cute, pretty unique because they are like wooden pins and those aren't very common. And the best-selling item by money made, so by revenue, best-selling item by revenue. If you're counting avatars, if you count the avatar sticker sets, that was my best-selling item by revenue. But because they are individual stickers that you can just get in sets,
I only really sold 2 of each of those designs. So if you're thinking about them separately, they only sold 2 of each. So I guess counting the sticker sets, that was my best selling item by revenue. And if you're not counting those, the best selling item by revenue was the Kirby Sun Catchers. Those are a really, really very popular item. They continue to be. I'm gonna keep making them, keep restocking them because I love them. And I've also considered making the Kirby sticker sheet into a Suncatcher set. I don't know, it might be a little bit difficult with the details and all. We'll have to see. We'll see. But I do enjoy making Suncatchers. I think that they're a very interesting item and a very unique item. And the idea of being able to decorate a window and also get very fun rainbows out of it is, to me, very magical. So I'm very happy to be sharing the magic with these kinds of items. And now we're gonna go into the worst. The worst of the worst. So there was some stuff that just straight up didn't sell. I did not sell any t-shirts that day. I don't think I sold any of the like clay items that I have, and I don't think that there's many other categories that just didn't sell at all. I think that was it. I think it was the t-shirts and the handmade clay items that just straight up didn't sell, which is okay. It happens. The shirts are kind of hit or miss. It really depends. Not counting the categories that just straight up didn't sell, because I guess those would be the absolute worst. But the categories that I did sell but just sold the least amount of was by item tote bags. I only sold, I think, 1 tote bag. It was a B grade tote bag as well. So it was not very profitable, which goes into the worst category by revenue, which was also tote bags. I only made $10 on that, which is fine because it was a B grade. I wanted to get rid of it. I wanted the item to get into somebody's hands who would love it and use it and actually enjoy it, rather than for it to go into recycling. If there's a best, there's a worst, right? So the last section of this recap is going to be the worst item by number sold and also by revenue. So the worst item based on the number sold, it's a little hard to tell because there was a lot of things that I only sold 1 of. So, I think I'm just gonna say that prints, mouse pads, maybe. I don't really know how to describe this. Maybe that one wasn't that good. I'm just gonna say t-shirts and clay items, even though I know that's a category, but there's a lot of things that I sold only 1 of anyway. And last but not least, the worst item sold based on revenue. Well, it's not that it was the worst item. Maybe I shouldn't phrase it that way, but worst selling item. Maybe I should use lowest. The lowest selling item by revenue. And that will have to be probably the Highland Cow sticker, because I only sold 1. I sold 1 singular Highland Cow, which is pretty great to me because it was a pretty new design. So I'm happy to have sold 1. I'm not gonna overcomplicate it, so that's just what I'm gonna go with. You'll be seeing the graphs yourself. They're not very good, but you can interpret them however you want. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into specifics with how much money I made, just because that's where things start to get a little bit complicated. But I will say, in terms of kind of my average amount of money made at markets in the last 2 years, so 2022 and 2023, this May 11th Small Mart art market was definitely on the lower side. Not the lowest I've ever made, because the lowest I made, I lost money, but this was definitely on the much lower side. It was not really even that much to kind of justify the time spent there. We were there for, I think it was 5 hours. I would think it was 11 to 4. So for being there for 5 hours and making the money that we did, and for the stress to have happened and all the sweating, no, I wouldn't say it wasn't worth it, because to me, it really is worth it if I can connect with at least one person. If there is a returning customer that is happy to see me, like, that stuff makes it worth it. Meeting new people, meeting other vendors, that's what makes it worth it. It's not just the monetary value, obviously, it's also the value in all the other things. But in terms of money, it was on the much lower end of money I've made. Another thing that kind of was a drawback and kind of sucked was I actually ended up getting like a muscle strain from, I think, lifting, carrying. You saw me do all that physical intensive labor. I actually got a muscle strain in my lower right back.
I had to go to the doctor and they confirmed it was a muscle strain. Thankfully, it wasn't anything serious. It wasn't any like nerve damage or anything, but I had to stretch a lot and rest a lot for a little while. So take care of yourselves. Make sure you lift with your legs, stretch out a lot because your body is very important to take care of. You only get one of them. Now, there was actually another market that I did in June. It was the Pride Market. It was with the same group, Small Mart, and I didn't really record much of it. I didn't record day of. I'll insert some photos of what the setup looked like. It was kind of a weird situation because it was on a Saturday. It was a weekend that Zach was on call, so he had to just drop me off, help me set up, get me breakfast, and leave. It was also cut short a little bit. It was from 11 to 3 instead of 11 to 4, which 11 to 4 is already kind of short in my opinion. So cutting it off by another hour, making it only 11 to 3, only 4 hours total, that was kind of difficult. Just because I feel like I was a little nervous going into it. I was thinking that maybe I won't sell that much because it's not enough time and I would be alone. So I can definitely handle being alone at my booth. It was just definitely a little bit nerve-wracking going into it. And I didn't have as big of a spot. I had like a 10 foot by 6 foot or 10 foot by 8 foot spot instead. So I was a little bit cramped behind the table setup. I had like a kind of my usual U setup for indoor larger spots. And then I was pretty cramped behind there. And we were not on the stage. There were no vendors on the stage because of the fact that there was a concert later that night and they had to start setting up before the market even ended, which is why the market got cut off by an hour. But it was cool. There was actually some of the band members that shopped from my business, which is cool. I didn't even know they were the band members until I was leaving. But let me tell you, this 4-hour market that I was alone for and a little bit nervous for, it was one of my best ones. Actually, it was one of my best ones yet. It's only trumped by one other like random July market I did 1 or 2 years ago that did like extremely well. Otherwise, it was like one of my highest grossing revenue markets. Like I made the most money. I sold so many shirts because I have this like rainbow tie-dye shirt design, which I'll show you. And obviously it was a Pride market. It was the first day of Pride month, so it was perfect. And I was so happy to like share that with people. We put them on sale for that day and it went really well. Sold a few of those and a couple other like designs of tie-dye shirts and sold tote bags, sold lots of stickers, sold lots of stuff in general. And it was very touching because the community really did pull through for that one. And even though it was a really short market and I was pretty stressed going into it, in terms of all the other things that I listed that were out of my control, I'm so happy that it went well and it gave me a lot of confidence with my shop and with my business in general and my art, because obviously doing markets, like I've said before, is a huge ego boost. And sometimes you need that. Sometimes it's nice when people tell you that your art is cool and they like it and you get to just like talk about stuff you like. So it went really well. And although I didn't record any prep or setup or day of takedown, whatever it is for that event, and I kind of wish I did, it's okay, because even though this episode is complete, there is going to be another episode. So episode 2 is actually fully completed. Well, let me not say fully completed. It is done recording. I have recorded the contents. I recorded my outro. So we are all set. I just have to actually edit it. Look forward to that very, very soon, hopefully. So yeah, there's gonna be at least 3 episodes for this series for this year. So this is episode 1, obviously. Thanks for tuning in. And episode 2 will come out soon. And episode 2 is going to cover a market that I do locally, the Brighton Bazaar, and that is an outdoor 10 by 10 space. That is in July. And then episode 3 is going to be a thick one because it's going to be kind of a double-decker, maybe triple-decker type thing, where I have a convention, a 2-day convention in August, and that's on Saturday, Sunday. And then the following Friday, so less than a week later, I have a outdoor evening to night music festival market with Beats on the Beach, which is this nonprofit organization here in Boston. Episode 3 is going to be pretty stacked. Episode 2 is pretty cool, pretty stacked as well. Episode 3 is going to be like probably extra chaotic because I'm not going to have that much time to prep. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see. Anyways, if you made it to the end, I really appreciate you. Leave a moon emoji if you made it to the end so I know who's watching the entire way through, especially because I know this one is an especially chunky video. If you enjoyed any part of this, please consider giving it a like, maybe subscribing if you want to see more and you want to tune in for the next few episodes. I also make other videos that aren't just vlog style or market prep videos. I make just art videos and all that kind of stuff. So if you like any of what I do, I've been kind of stuck in my subscription numbers in YouTube for a few years, like 3 years. So my goal this year is to make it to 500 subscribers. I'm currently at like 398 or something. But you know, numbers aren't important. It's just kind of like I just want to grow my community and share my stuff more. If there's anything that you liked or didn't like, leave it in the comments like I said before. Stay creative, stay hydrated, stay safe, my friends, and I will see you very soon. Bye!